This is MJ. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an analyzer. Henshin Inspection presents the early Deets on Kamen Rider Geats. So, this is from Burn to Delta Subs. They translated this on Twitter. I screen grabbed it, and I'm going to be reading it with you. This is the first time reading it, so you and I are going to learn all this stuff together about Kamen Rider Geats. And I think it has to be Geats like Deets, because that just seems right to me. So, it says, who will be known as a true hero? The white kitsune rider, Kamen Rider Geats, makes his grand debut. He'll stylishly throw down in the survival game. The 4th Reiwa Kamen Rider program will launch a bunch of riders in a survival game? The 4th Reiwa era Kamen Rider program. Oh, it says it again. Ha! 01, Saber, Revice, all Reiwa Kamen Riders, each brilliantly dashing, opening this new era, each with their own message to convey. And now, starting September 4th, the 4th Reiwa Kamen Rider will join them. Kamen Rider's storied history will continue onward in 2022, where a new page will be transcribed. Kamen Rider Geats. With a mysterious survival game players are thrown into, this is quite a new Kamen Rider. Thrown into a survival game, all to protect peace, the victor shall be a true hero. Under threat from Jamato, that does really seem like Jamato. Tomato with a J. Dawson Rider was right. Mysterious enemies of unknown origin or goal. A town begins the Desire Grand Prix, hoping to protect peace. Participants will each transform into Kamen Riders, defeating enemies and saving the people in order to score over their fellow competitors, in the hopes of becoming the ultimate victor. Why, you may ask? Because the ultimate victor will gain the right to have the world fit their ideals. In other words, the one who emerges victorious, the true hero, will be able to remake the world according to themselves. Online survival games such as Fortnite and Apex Legends are familiar and popular among kids. Now, there is a wild fusion between that unpredictable genre and Kamen Rider. A Kamen Rider like you've never seen before shall be born here in 2022. A white kitsune motif. Geats, the new rider filled with mystery. Advents, I should say. Well, maybe there will be advents, like Ryuki, right? The protagonist, who will wear the white kitsune mask as Kamen Rider Geats, is a mysterious youth named Ukiyo Ace. He appears to be a genius, composing himself with the phrase, "I'm going to be the last one standing in the end." But who is he really? Following modern sensibilities, the red lines on Geats are eye-catching. He wears white armor over a black undersuit, and the weapon he holds brings to mind the near future, while his red boots stretch out like bike mufflers. There will be no end to the mind-blowing hype action you will see in this show. The main feature of this particular program will be large amounts of riders competing in the survival game. Future announcements will be made regarding these other riders and what they wield. We hope you're excited for what's to come in those announcements. For those quick on their feet, moviegoers can see Geats early on screen. Starting on July 22nd, Friday, those who watch Kamen Rider Revice Battle Familia will see Kamen Rider Geats appear. This is your chance to see Geats' feats. No, this is your chance to see Geats majestically take down enemies left, right, and center in an early sneak peek. Be sure to catch Geats on the big screen in theaters. Alright, so, that was all from Bernadelta Subs, I'm sorry about that. Bernda Delta Subs. And now I have from Azuril Kirby on Twitter, man. There's details about the staff. This is also in the Team Tokunet article, which I will link here, but I didn't look at that yet, so I'll just give you the link. So, Kamen Rider Geats staff, writer is Yuya Takahashi of X-Aid, 01, and High School Heroes. I've watched both X-Aid and 01. I like 01. X-Aid is amazing. X-Aid, I thought I was going to quit watching Kamen Rider with X-Aid. I ended up quitting later after 01. But X-Aid was absolutely amazing. And the designs for X-Aid killed me at first. I thought, this is dumb. This is not Kamen Rider. And they're even saying, I'm a Kamen Rider. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not Kamen Rider. And then I realized, no, they kind of are. So anyway, but yeah, I really like that man's writing in both shows. 01 had its issues mostly from COVID, though, right? I mean, that's a large part of it. Anyway, producer is Naomi Takabe of Kiva. Woohoo! O's, I like O's. Go Busters, yeah, I love Go Busters. Then Gaiman and Ninja, which I didn't watch Ninja, but I don't like Gaiman. Director is Shojiro Nakazawa, who has worked on Geki Ranger, Shinkenger, Gokaiger, Wizard, Tokyuger, Ninja, X8, and I know this because I've been doing these reviews every week, Zenkaiger as well. Actually, I didn't know about Zenkaiger. Wait, no. Worked on Zenkaiger, which is a finished show, but also has done some work, Nakazawa has done some work on Dawn Brothers, which is currently airing. And that's all I have. So there's a cool image of the belt. It looks like it's got the like spirit flame wisp, will-o-wisp thing from Japanese culture, not media, from culture. It was in their culture first, then they put it in their media. Anyway, so there's that on his belt. Apparently his belt has like 3 parts to it. I saw on the main poster for the show, which you'll be able to see that now because I'm pulling up images. By the way, I got to tell you, so that's it. If you just wanted the information on Kamen Rider Geats, there you go. Those are the early Deets on Geats. You can jump out right now. But if you want to stick around for my speculation and thoughts on this guy, then I would suggest you do that because, I want to talk about this guy. So anyway, I think Kamen Rider Geats looks a little bit like Kamen Rider Faiz. So there's this cool, it's a magazine scan, or somebody took a picture of a magazine, and you get to see naked Geats, and somebody else put up something where you got to see naked Ghost and naked Deno and naked Gaim, which is cool. And I mean, by naked, I mean just like the under armor, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, I mean, his mask looks like a Fox Festival mask, made famous in Japanese media, but based in Japanese culture. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And I do like the look of that, like this black bear suit. And it's got something coming over from his left rib. And it goes from his left rib diagonally to his belt. And then it continues from his belt to his right hip. And so there's like this crisscross up and down, top and bottom thing where like you would imagine his top left is matching his bottom right somehow. And as we look at the details of the images, we'll get to see that a little bit more, I think. So anyway, but yeah, I'm getting a major Faiz vibe. Like something about, now I'm showing the naked rider guy next to naked Geats next to Faiz with his standard armor, because he doesn't have like a subbed armor form like Kuga did, as far as I know. But anyway, something about it feels similar. Like, there's definitely the black and the silver. There's like strong lines going on, like a very simple suit with like lines layered on it to make the suit. And even like his ears and like some of the detailing on his mask, it's like there's white and then there's black swoops for the eyes, and then there's orange over, like very simple, very, like I said, this layered line look. It was really cool, which they mentioned the red lines on him are eye-catching. Let me go to another image that's going to compare it better. So I actually have 3 comparison images of different images of Faiz because I just couldn't find a very good image, and they're all comparing to the image of Geats from the main poster, which I'm going to zoom in on the poster real quick. It says Game Start 9/4, which is pretty cool. I didn't notice that. That's September 4th when it starts airing, but it also says something Desire. We know now it's Desire Grand Prix, and then it says Desire Driver. I'm assuming that's Desire Driver. So and there's an instruction manual for it or whatever. So like the Desire Driver, I assume you use this in order to compete in the game, that if you win, your desire gets to be what shapes the world, which is kind of crazy. That's a really crazy premise. Anyway, and then he's toting like a really great looking, like a realistic looking gun, like kind of like Saruhara was trying to snipe at your boy Momotaro a couple episodes ago in Dawn Brothers, like episode, I don't know, 18 or something like that. It looks like one of those guns. And also they used a gun like this in not Toei, but the other company, Subaraya, used it in Ultraman Z. I'm pretty sure Haruka was the lady that no, Haruka's the guy. The pilot lady, the really competent pilot lady that he was in love with, she was using a gun like that at some point in the show, which was pretty cool. Actually, they had really cool gear. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. But if you look at these comparison images, I mean, the black base undersuit, the large amounts of, this is what, Geats has white, Faiz had silver, but it's still light colored, and it's got like, indentations and depressions on it, and like etching made in the armor that gives it like its own shape and its own feel. It's not just blank plate armor or something like that. Like there's a texture to it, and I know it's really fascinating. And then I guess just how big Geats' eyes are is similar to how big Faiz's eyes are, and there's just like a very similar shape. And I know other riders have big eyes, like Black RX, for example. Deno has huge eyes, and they go kind of up, and they make the antler, they make like the antennae type shape, which Geats does with his ears here. and Faiz has with his shark fins. But still, I think there's enough similarities that like it looks really similar to me. I have 2 more images though, one a little closer of Faiz, and just I don't know, it's the same feel, right? I almost want to do that. Was it Office meme? Like it's corporate needs you to tell the difference between they're the same picture. Yeah. So I don't know. I just get that feel like it's very similar, very similar. Even this is dumb, but like even the like casual left hand of Geats feels like the right hand of Faiz here hanging down, or Takumi would do that. Anyway, I really love too that this guy's got a freaking I think it's supposed to be like a fox tail hanging off the back of his head, or a scarf. Oh, it's so dope. I love scarves on riders. I was so disappointed in watching Black that he didn't have a scarf for Black RX, because I love those shows. But anyway, it's not necessary, but it's very cool. It's classic, it's original, and that's what I want to see, of course. So, because I like the old stuff, man. Anyway, talking more about Geats though, I really like the look of this suit. I really like the look of the suit, and the premise sounds cool to me, except for the fact that there's going to be like a ton of riders, and I'm not super happy about that, but I'll just deal with it, I guess. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I've watched shows with multiple riders before. It's funny that, Yuya Takahashi is writing this. X8 had 4 riders with 4 worldviews, and I really like what he did with that show. Anyway, I'm coming in with audio at the end because my recorder kept crashing, and I don't know why, so I'm just going to cut it here and toss it back to me, and like I'm going to say, you can come back for more stuff. Anyway, please check out my TikTok as well. It's MJ Munoz AAA. I'll have a link for it in the description here. Primarily check out my videos on Odyssey though as well, and of course you can find the audio of everything over on mjmunoz.com. So anyway, until next time, this is MJ. I leave you with peace and blessings, and I am getting out of here.